Hi, Erin. This is lesson 5, again, this time with sound. We've had a poor quality of sound lately for our lessons, so I wanted to backtrack lesson 4 to make sure that you got that information. And now moving to lesson 5 as a makeup from yesterday or Thursday, February 6th. So we were going to talk about lesson 5, identifying supports to achieve your goals. Are you ready to get ready to learn how to use tools to help you achieve your behavior goal? Remember our rules. First, be sure you have your listening ears turned on, thinking brain turned on, and then get ready to say your point to the selection that you want to choose. All right, let's begin. Remember, our goal setting lessons have 3 parts. Part 1 is set a goal. Part 2 is make a plan. And part 3 is adjust the plan. Erin, say the 3 parts of goal setting lessons with me. Get ready. Part 1, set a goal. Part 2, make a plan. And part 3, adjust the plan. Excellent job. So what question do you ask yourself when you are setting a goal? Is it A, what is my goal? Or B, what is my plan? Erin, think about your answer. You can use your selection sheet to help you. Make your selection now. Did you say A, what is my goal? Great job. This is from our probe. Remember, what question do you ask yourself to set a goal? Is it A, what is my dream? B, what is my goal? Or C, what is my problem? Erin, think about your answer. Make your selection now. Did you say A? Sorry, B? B is our correct answer. What is my goal? This is the question we ask ourselves to set a goal. Now it's time to work on part 2, make a plan. We've already finished part 1 and now we're moving into part 2. So what question do you ask yourself to make a plan? Erin, read the question with me. Get ready. What is my plan? Erin, read it by yourself this time. Nice work. Remember this question from your probe. This is a practice one first. It's also on your probe. Get ready. What question do you ask yourself when you are making a plan? Is it A, what is my plan? Or B, what is my task? Think about your answer. Make your selection now. Did you say A, what is my plan? Nice work. Think about those symbols that are on your choice sheet as well. What question do you ask yourself to make a plan? From your probe this time, what is my plan? B, what is my goal? Or C, what is my action? Think about your answer. Make your selection now. Did you say A, what is my plan? Nice work. Remember those symbols we've been talking about this whole time. We have defined a goal as something you want to achieve or a target to meet. You said your behavior goal at school is eliminate distractions and remain focused on my work. You're looking at the symbols of the guy with the magnifying glass who is very, very focused, and the gold band on the finger, which is a sensory tool that you can use to help you achieve your goal. Today you're going to make a plan so that you can achieve your goal and improve your behavior. What can you do to improve your behavior? Remember, we set a goal to improve our behavior. So is your choice A, eliminate distractions and remain focused on my work, B, be a responsible student, or C, begin working immediately? Think about your answers and use your choice sheet. Make your selection now. Did you say A, eliminate distractions? Nice work. So far, you have identified a barrier that may get in the way of your goal. Remember, your goal is eliminate distractions and remain focused on work. And there's a barrier that may get in the way of that. For example, I like the way it feels when I'm biting my nails or singing out loud during class. You sometimes say, I like the way it feels, because you have an automatic or sensory reinforcement to that. The microphone helps us remember our barrier. What is a barrier that may get in the way of reaching your goal? This is from your probe. Is it A, I don't want to do work? B, I like the way it feels when I'm biting my nails or singing out loud during class? Or C, I get out of my seat and talk to peers? Erin, think about your answer. Make your selection now. Did you say B, I like the way it feels? Nice work. Also, we decided that there was a way to identify ways to remove barriers. And we said use a sensory tool to help remember to be focused on work, by being still and quiet in your seat. That gold band on the finger will help us remember how to remove the barrier. So by making a timeline, you can plan for when you want to start working on a goal and when you want to achieve your goal. If we start working today and we work for 5 school days, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, by the 14th, next Friday, also Valentine's Day, we should be able to say that we've met our goal, we hope. But the point is that we want to start as soon as possible. It's time to start today. So you'll see this question on your probe. When do you want to begin? Is it A, as soon as possible, B, next month, or C, next year? And think about your answer and use your choice sheet. Get ready. Make your selection now. Did you say A, as soon as possible? Great job. Okay, so we've talked a little bit about a tool that we can use to help us to stay focused on our work. Remember this gold band, a sensory tool? And we can use it with a cue card as well. That helps us to use a sensory tool to help me to remain focused on my work. I will keep the tone and volume of my voice low and keep my hands still. Try not to bite my nails. I will be still and quiet in my seat. Every time we have the gold band on our finger, we can remember all of these things that will help us to be a good student and focused on our work. There's also another tool, a behavior self-monitoring checklist. We're going to use a portion of this checklist, but it's not really appropriate for what you're working on. Remember, these are your symbols. This is what we're working on, tool number 1. So which tool will you use? The sensory tool or a self-monitoring checklist? Which one have we discussed more? Which one meets your needs? Think about your answer. Make your selection now. Remember, it's going to be that sensory tool. We're going to use a sensory tool, and we have defined what it is, what behaviors we're looking for to help you stay focused on your work, keeping tone low, hands still, don't bite your nails, and being still and quiet in your seat. So we're going to do a yes or no checklist. If you are doing these things during class, if you're remaining focused on your work, eliminating distractions, then for 10 minutes, we're going to use a timer and a counter. If you say yes, you are doing all these things, you're doing exactly the right thing in class, you're remaining focused on your work and eliminating distractions, then you get to press the up arrow button, give yourself a point. And I hope that you will eventually get 30 points. We'll look at that in a second. What can you do to remove barriers? Was it use a sensory tool, a cue card, or a behavior checklist? Think about your answer. Make your selection now. Did you say A, use a sensory tool? That's exactly right. So when you get 30 points, that's what we're going to hope each time. Our goal is to be on task 30 times within that 10-minute period. So you get 30 points in 2 out of 3 days in a row. I bet you can do it very quickly. So, what is your goal? It's to eliminate distractions and remain focused on your work. Say your goal with me. Eliminate distractions and remain focused on your work. And which tool are you going to use? That sensory tool or self-monitoring checklist? Say sensory tool. Excellent job. Let's take your probe.